Okay, so I'll sort of preface this with this is a re-record because I decided to sabotage last night's recording by sort of calling it a terrorist attack, not really anticipating how it would go. So whatever comes after this is probably going to be pretty self-explanatory.
It
Um,
was fun though. It was
yeah,
fun.
it was an absolute riot. I'm glad. I'm very glad we did it. Um,
100%. Yeah.
but I know did, and obviously, well, I might cut that out. I don't want to spoil the surprise coming later. But obviously, we wanted to make sure we have a serious shot at going through the plate carrier. So Max from Dead Concepts is back, obviously. Sorry for shooting over the link a little bit later. I was rewatching the Jujutsu Kaisen finale for like the fourth time, and
Oh,
my
dude,
lady
it's
was
so
watching too and
good.
asking questions. I was super into it. So
No, the way they did the final episode of this season is just insane. And I honestly, I don't know how they're gonna. I know they're going to top it because like what comes later. I don't know if you've read the manga or not, but dude, what comes later? It's just, it's pretty insane.
So I haven't. I'm a guilty not read the source material, just watch the show after I hear good things about it kind of guy. And I don't really watch much anime. I've been watching more. I started with Bebop again, and then I just fell down the rabbit hole, and then watched what else did I watch after Bebop? Gachiakuta, just because I
Yeah,
was a
it's a good
big
one.
Soul Eater fan. Watched Fire Force for funsies because again, big Soul Eater fan,
Yeah.
and then just finished Kaizen, and that's hands down 10 out of 10 my favorite.
Yeah, so I started JJK as like an anime only. It was just like, I saw it in the list and I was like, "Oh, this looks interesting."
Hmm.
And then I think after season 2, I just waited for the episode. So I was watching it on a weekly basis on during season 2. And then I was reading manga at the time already, but I was like, "You know what? Like season 2 is airing. Let's just
Yep.
whatever. I'm just going to like do it." And then as soon as it ended, I'm the type of person that if the source material is out there and it's way like further up than whatever the show is on, I'm gonna like if I like the show, I'm instantly just gonna spoil myself and read through it as fast as I can.
That's yeah. I'm trying to stop myself from doing that, but I'm clearly getting the itch if I'm watching the last episode for like the fifth time.
And I will say, um, the way they did the last episode this season, like it does kind of hit more than the manga does when that I don't want to spoil anything, but when that happened, right, in the manga,
Hmm.
and it just could be me with the way I read it, is I kind of like speed run it and then I go back and like read it a little bit slower. So
Yep. Yep.
like the impact of how sick they made it in the show, like the show does it honestly, I want to say better. Usually the manga is like, the manga is like the OG source material. It always does it better. But for that final episode, I it's hard to say that it did it better.
Yeah, and then you hear that like one guy animated that whole thing. Much cooler.
I don't know if that's the case. It
Oh,
could be.
really? I thought I could have swore I heard one dude animated that whole fight.
Yeah, I don't know, man, cuz like um I when like another show that I really liked that the manga of it is amazing.
Mhm.
But unfortunately, season 2, it was essentially for the entire season, it was just a fucking Excel slideshow, right? It was,
Oh, you got, like, the One Punch Man, like,
dude.
PowerPoint treatment?
This was actually before the One Punch Man season 3. So
Mhm.
like all those like PNG jokes, it's Blue
Yep,
Lock,
yep.
the soccer one, and like, dude, reading that part in the manga, like quite literally, I felt more hype in myself reading through the manga than watching the show. But then for like the last 10 minutes of the final episode, it turned into like a World Cup level movie. And it was I'd like if they were able to do what they did with the last 10 minutes, it would have
Mhm.
probably been like the best season of like sports anime ever. Aside from something like Haikyuu, which I think is also pretty good.
No, that is a bummer.
But yeah, dude. So I lost my train of thought. It's been a long day, but
No, you're good. We're here to do a serious, sort of, like, cut in.
yes,
I know we
yes,
went over, like, some of the plate carrier specifics in the main episode. I know you also just recently, took some new and improved pictures of said carrier.
Yeah, hopefully
Um,
they turn out better than the ones I took last night, but
No, but I think now, like, let's just highlight, or go over the things you really want to drive home, and then if there's anything redundant that we recorded last night that maybe sort of just doubling up, or we don't really need to add in again, I can obviously cut that out. But we can use this as just sort of like the platform for the site, for the plate carrier, for the plans in the near future when you're launching it. So the floor is yours.
all right, cool. Yeah, so the plate carrier, still undecided on the name. I'm most likely just going to call it like UFC V2 or something. Just keep it simple. UFC standing for Universal Fit Carrier. And then just a real quick side note on the site, I am going to try to make it, or I'm gonna, not me because I don't know how to work on a website, but my buddy who built the site, I'm gonna get with him and just try to make the site a little bit more user friendly, just a little bit easier to navigate because it looks really cool right now.
Yeah, the site looks great.
But it, like, on mobile specifically, it is kind of hard to navigate, like kind of like hard to see where you're going, what you're doing. So just
Oh, interesting. I think I've only interacted with it on desktop, to be honest with you.
yeah, I mean, this is just like my personal opinion of it.
No, sure.
But just try to make it a little bit easier to navigate, and yeah, basically that's it. But the plate carrier, so long time coming. I'm like actually so happy that as of right now, it's like done, right? Like I don't have to update anymore. I don't have to change anything. Uh, Basically, yeah, the universal fit carrier, the outer panel wraps around the plate so that it gets shaped exactly to the plate, so there's no shifting. Uh, Using one wrap. So then the inner plate bag is going to be made of a four-way stretch material, and it's going to have one wrap on the front and the back of it, as well as a loop Velcro tab on the inside of it for the bottom flap to go in. So every single flap that wraps around the plate is going to be an exterior flap that attaches via one wrap, and then the under panel, or the under flap, the one that actually holds the plate inside of the system, that's going to be velcroed onto the inside of the four-way stretch plate bag. The four-way stretch plate bag is going to come in two sizes, small and medium for one size, and then the large is going to have its own size. Just because if I make it fit a large, there's going to be too much excess
Hmm.
of like that four-way stretch just folding over in on itself. It
Sure.
doesn't look good, and it's just, I don't see the point in having that much materials for if someone's not running large. The other bigger change versus all the other previous versions is the rear plate bag. The molly panel that's on the back of it to attach, back panels or whatever you want to throw on there, that is now also acting as the flap that goes into the bottom side of the carrier to hold the plate in. I added, instead of the 2-inch Velcro strip that used to be on there to close
Hmm.
that flap down to hide where the cummerbund attaches, it has 4-inch Velcro now. So it has more contact with the actual Velcro pieces of the cummerbund that sit back there.
Gotcha.
And then it, goes underneath and Velcros into the inside of the plate bag. So if someone wants to run like one of those DIY drag handles, 'cause there is no drag
Mm,
handle on the
yep.
carrier itself, but now it's just a lot more friction holding it in place so that, the flap doesn't rip itself open when you're dragging someone.
No, smart. And obviously, I'll have pictures that'll be sort of showing up as you're going over this, because
Yeah.
it probably is a little hard to follow if it's just verbal. You're not having any point of reference.
Yeah, yeah. And then another thing, this is something that I mentioned on our previous call, but again, the shoulder straps on both the shoulder pads, or not the shoulder pads, the actual shoulder straps that sit on your shoulders, and the little shoulder straps that come off the top of the carrier. Those are both now fully adjustable for however long you want to make them.
Mm,
The shoulder strap, the one that actually sits on your shoulder, it's going to be made with an excess of one wrap so that, once the person gets it and they could just start sizing it however they need to. And at that point, just, cut the excess off.
sure.
And then, because unless, if you plan on selling the carrier down the line, you can
Right.
cut like a little bit less off and just kind of fold it over. Because ideally, you want to be using the shoulder pads with it. It's kind of intended to work as an entire system together. Not to say that you can't use another company's shoulder pads or another company's cummerbund. That's completely fine. It's going to work with those, no problem. Uh, but you know, ideally, it's meant to work as one entire system.
And not even just being silly for this, I've had the Pharaoh cummerbund and pads, and I swapped them both off for yours just because I think they just feel better. They offer more support. I think they're just way cooler, with, like a lot more features as well. So I don't see why you wouldn't want to run yours anyways.
Thank you. No, that's awesome to hear. And yeah, and then the straps coming off of the carrier, the shoulder straps coming off the carrier at the base, it's about like 2 inches, where it's an inch and a quarter thick. That is more so intended for like first spear tubes, because I know the
Hmm.
opening for the first spear tubes, I'm having trouble remembering, but it's about like an inch and a half wide or something. So I wanted to make the base a little bit longer because the tubes do add length, right? So
Sure.
you can shorten that strap down and have the 1.25 inch part of the strap actually just sitting inside the tube, so it provides a little bit more coverage. And then it thins out to another 2 inches of just a 1 inch piece of laminate. And then in
Hmm.
that 1 inch piece of laminate, there's like I believe it's a 9 inch strap of one wrap that's sewed onto the end of it, and that will sit in between the front piece and the inner plate bag. So the front piece has loop Velcro facing the person. The inner plate bag on the outside of the plate has the hook part of the one wrap. So, it connects. It's not going to shift at all.
Hmm.
And that way it sandwiches those straps in place so that there's a lot of friction. And the reason I made them as long as I did is I just wanted like as much friction as possible without making them just stupidly long for no reason.
Sure.
So that way it's more secure. But yeah, so the carriers are gonna get shipped with ITW D rings, plastic ones.
Gotcha.
And I might switch over to metal ones down the line if I can find like a decent set.
Hmm.
This is just me again not being in tune with the industry, but I haven't found any yet. But the plastic ones seem to be doing well from the testing I've done. So
Yeah, if they hold up and you can still you make the argument that like ounces become pounds or whatever, it's a weight saving
yeah,
feature.
yeah. So the carrier is going to be shipped with the D rings, and then if anybody ever wants to swap it out, they're not hard stuck to the D rings like on previous versions where they were just kind of hard sewn in there, or the previous version where I was using G hooks to attach to the
Hmm.
shoulder pads or the shoulder straps. Which I don't get me wrong, I like the G hooks, but it just like it was always in the back of my mind, like like maybe it'll come undone for
Hmm.
some reason, right? So that's completely out of the picture now. And yeah, so to change them out, and we'll have a picture up of how they actually like lay flat inside the plate bag. But essentially, you just rip the strap off, slide off the D-ring, and throw on Cobra buckle or first spear tube.
Hell yeah.
And carrier wise, I think that's it. And then also that rear, I'm gonna be adding tabs. You'll see in the pictures, you'll see like little coyote 1 inch straps of elastic webbing sticking off the side of the front plate bag. Um, that's just there for like cable management and stuff. And the only
Okay.
reason I did coyote on this multicam black carrier is because it's my personal carrier, and I just kind of thought it would. I think it looks cool. I'm gonna do probably gonna do like a mixed match of like multicam and like other like arid type of camos
Sure.
for the accessories on that carrier. But for the ones that are going to be sold to people, the black carriers, and if I do sell multicam black, because I'm not 100% sure I will, um, they're going to be black, and then multicam will have either multicam or coyote, depending what I can get. So it's just going to be color matched to the carrier,
Sure.
and they're only going to be on the front plate bag because the rear plate bag, that molly flap, is basically completely open on the underside.
Okay.
It's sewn in on the sides and the top so that you can route cables underneath that flap. That way they're completely hidden. There's no snag hazard. and then you can route them out where the shoulder pads or shoulder straps come out, and then route them into the actual elastic loops on the shoulder pads as well. So it kind of connects all together. And then the elastic covering, the one that covers the claws and buckles that are included with each carrier, that's also open underneath, and it routes out through the where the shoulder straps come out. So you can also just, route it through the elastic pieces hanging off the side, and then just route it through there if you want more coverage of whatever wires you're running. And yeah, so it's like a whole interconnected system, I guess.
Nice. And we didn't get into this when we spoke last, but how long did it take to develop like this like final iteration, like between now and the last sort of version? Would you say?
A couple months for sure,
Hmm.
because I was, and this is a problem I have whenever I'm like coming up with anything. As soon as make something and I like how it looks, I like how it feels, I'm kind of hard stuck with it
Hmm.
until it gets to a point where I realize like, all right, this is just too cumbersome. Like the old version, it was more or less the same idea. There was no elastic plate bag though. It was 7 straps coming off the top, 1 off the top, I wanna say 2 on this, or 1 on the side, and then 2 on the, 1 on the diagonal side of the plate,
Hmm.
1 on top of the plate, and then 2 on the actual sides of the plate, and it was loop Velcro, and then the backing piece had 7 cuts corresponding with where those straps were, and that entire backing piece on the inside of it was hook Velcro.
Okay.
So trying to you would essentially have to like route the top strap in, get it to like to where the backing piece and the top of the front piece aligned,
Hmm.
and then you would close the bottom flap up, and then with like needle nose pliers or something, you would have to try to like yank the side straps, you know, basically all the way closed so that it
Yeah.
encapsulated the plate. And like, I mean, you've probably had this problem, right? When hook and loop comes together and you're trying to drag it across each other, it is just not a fun time. It is
It's a feature until it's not. Yep.
exactly. No, it was like, and not that it would have been an issue after someone had set it up, right? It would have been fine
Right.
because how often are you changing the size plate you're running? You're never
Hmm.
really doing that. But if someone's spending 15 to 20 minutes assembling this thing, and
Yeah.
then
Not user friendly.
by the end of it, it's like not completely aligned correctly. Like that drove me crazy. So I can't
Hmm.
even imagine if someone had spent money on it and like just got like so sick of it, right? And I didn't want to. I'm like the initial idea was okay. I'll just like ship them out already pre-sized. Like I'll have them tell me what size plate they run, and then they can make final adjustments. But it was those final adjustments that were the most annoying, just
Yeah.
because of how long those straps were, how much Velcro contact there was going on. So this new design, it's so much more user friendly. You literally just slide the plate into the elastic plate bag, line up the elastic plate bag so it sits at the top, just set it down and close it. It's so simple.
No, like that's super cool to hear, someone just put that much thought and time and energy and effort into building something out, even if it is just, like everyone knows how like hook and loop is, but you just sort of realize that it's not a great customer experience. So you go through the effort of just completely sort of redesigning it, honestly. And it is a really cool design. I haven't seen anything like it, and I'm excited to get one myself. And I think when we spoke last night, you're still sort of working on price, but do you have an idea of like how long it takes you to make like a full system? Like what's your idea of like lead time whenever someone places an order on one of these now?
So ideally going forward, I'm probably just going to make them in batches and then list those batches up on the site.
Nice.
I don't really want anyone like waiting like a month or two for me to finish making it.
Gotcha.
Um, but that's also could, end up being a problem. Like, and I'm not saying that these things are going to sell out like crazy. I have no idea how they're going to sell. So
Well, hopefully
probably
you're
for
you're
the,
chained to your basement making them. You're so busy, but
I mean, the part of being busy is because I was prototyping all this, I
hmm
didn't want to just keep sending out like different files to get laser cut so that
Sure.
I could like actually make it. I was just hand cutting everything. So that actually takes the longest amount of time out of anything
Oh, I'm sure.
is yeah, so and it's honestly so annoying. So now that I have this design finalized, I have all the measurements done for all these pieces. I'm gonna get with some company, I'm not sure who yet, but I'm gonna have them create the files for me because I tried making my files and I don't know what it is, but when it comes to like actually like making it symmetrical in the program that's used for laser cutters, it just does not compute in my head.
No,
So
I'm
I'll
just like
spend
when it comes to like 3D printing, I still need to lean on other people's files. I can't create my own file for like my life.
yeah, so I'm just going to pay the extra bit of money, have them make the files, and
Mhm.
then send me the pre-cut pieces. I mentioned last time or yesterday that most likely the first actual drop is going to be just multicam and Ranger Green
Mhm.
because those seem to be the most popular. And then down the line, I'll start adding like Coyote, just straight black. And then on occasion, I do want to do, not like crazy out there camo patterns, but like just things that people like M81.
Yeah.
A drop of that would be cool. Um, but yeah, so in terms of like how long it actually takes to make, if I spend like an entire Saturday and the majority of a Sunday, uh, just working on it, I probably get like a carrier and a half done in those 2 days.
All right.
That's still including like going to like the gym in the morning and then like church on Sunday. But ideally, like once I get the actual like pre-cut pieces in, at that point it's just assembly. So I'm pretty confident I'd be able to crank out like 2 or 3 a day. So like in a month, um, I'd probably have like a decent amount to list up on the site.
Awesome.
That's the plan as of right now, but we'll see how that goes when it actually becomes a reality.
Well, beauty. I know it's late. We recorded all last night too, basically. So we can close it on, shout out the website name and then maybe tease the plans for a possible giveaway maybe soon.
Yes, yeah. I got two more things I want to say.
Yeah, go right
Just
ahead.
real quick, the cummerbund that's been updated as well. I know I mentioned it yesterday, but I figured I'd get it out here again. The Molly has been updated to be the same pill-shaped Molly that's on the actual carriers, so now the entire system matches. And the front Tegris, so like the rear Tegris tab that slides into the pocket
Hmm.
that are on the carrier, that's just a part of the cummerbund as it is. But when I'm going to sell these, the excess, and I keep saying Tegris, I use Curve
Yeah. Yep.
thermoplastics. Tegris just rolls off the tongue easier, and more
Hmm.
people know what it is. It's
You know what you're
essentially
talking
this.
about,
Yeah,
right?
it's essentially the same thing. I just like Curve. It comes in like a nice matte black finish. Not that it matters because I cover it up with 500 Cordura anyway,
Hmm.
so it matches whatever camo pattern is being used. But that excess that gets cut off, I'm essentially just gonna sew a little 1 inch one wrap strap, and then you just slide that in through the front or like the furthermost front piece of the molly column or like the back one, depending how you want to size it. You just wrap that through, wrap it around, and you'll be able to, if the end user wants to slide Tegris into the front pocket as well, for like just a more rigid overall system. So it's a kind of like a wraparound cage, but it's not really a cage because it's just on the horizontal
Hmm.
side. Yeah, and then the giveaway. So I do want to do an M81 carrier giveaway. I just need to get some M81 Velcro, and then I'll be able to crank one out. But working on a T-shirt design right now. I know I sent it to you.
Hmm.
Um, so just as a teaser, I guess for the JJK fans, I think they're gonna like it. But basically, I might do like that, and if another T-shirt design if people like don't rock with anime, because not everyone does. And that's fine, right? Everyone has like their own preferences. So maybe just like a more simple t-shirt design. So I'll probably put up like two t-shirt designs up for like a week long pre-sale. One to generate some hype. Um, because I have been awful when it comes to posting content.
Same.
I like with between this new job with like the hours I'm working and my weekends being spent like prototyping this for so long, I just haven't been able to get out to the range as often as I'd like to. So content has dried up like crazy.
Story of my life.
And But hopefully, uh, once I finish a couple more carriers, I'm gonna have my buddies run them, and then that way, different camo patterns can be shown actually in use on some content. But yeah, so t-shirt pre-order to generate some hype, and then I'm still not sure how I'm going to do the entries. I don't know if it's gonna be like every purchase is an entry or like every $5 spent is an entry or something. But essentially, at the end of the giveaway, someone's gonna win a full M81 suite, and then they would just have to let me know what size plates they run, because obviously two different size
Mm-hmm.
inner plate bags, and then cummerbund sizes. I think I'm only going to do the small medium size and the medium large size.
Sure.
So again, just let me know when this does happen, whoever wins it. And this will be like obviously listed out on the website and everything, just so there's no confusion. But you will get like the actual sizes that you need. It's not just like I'm only making this one and that's it, right? So
Yeah, and then when it comes to getting plate carriers out into the wild and giving them the buddies to sort of generate hype and create content with, I'll definitely be buying one, and I'll make sure a couple of the photographers over here get plenty of shots with it and share all the media too.
oh yeah, dude, that'd be so appreciated.
No,
Because like
absolutely.
I mean, when it comes to, and this is probably gonna sound very very dumb from like a business perspective, but when I'm on the range with my buddies, none of us are photographers, right?
Dude,
I
I
have,
feel like such a dork pulling my phone out to record anything whenever I'm out there. I know it.
I mean, I have like an actual like camera, and I have like a little bit of knowledge on how to use it and how to set it up. For pictures, it's not that bad because if anything, I just tell, because what we essentially do is whoever is not running the drill gets handed the camera
Hmm.
and is told to like just do your best, right? Try to snap some cool pics. When it comes to video, that's a whole other beast.
Oh yeah.
We're completely terrible, especially like with a phone. It's fine because the phone autofocuses everything, but with that camera, just trying to shoot video and like one, make it look good, and two, just make sure it's not blurry, right?
Yep.
Like, dude, if they take like two or three steps too far away from you while in the middle of that video, kind of cooks the whole thing, right? So,
No, I even bought like those Meta Ray Bans to sort of help with that problem of me forgetting to press record, and I still don't even remember to push the button when they're on my face. So I get it.
yeah, and then like and also just not being on the range that often, you
Hmm.
really just want to like focus on training and actually getting like good drills in
Right.
and like focusing on where your shots are landing and just trying to make the most of it since it doesn't happen often. And then but then you also have to like think like, oh fuck, I need content. So
Yeah.
it's a
I got to be
balancing
able to
act.
write this off somehow.
Yeah, pretty much, right? So it's like a balancing act.
Well, cool, brother. I will let you call it. I know you're gassed and we were up late recording last night, but thanks for circling back and getting the good word out, sharing the hype that's to come, and I appreciate all the effort that you put into this, and it's cool to hear from someone who's not like, I don't know, just super flashy and like no substance. Like, you clearly care about what you're doing, and I think it's super cool. Again, it's even the first time I saw the cummerbund and the shoulder pads and the carry you had at HTA 2 years ago now, I was highly impressed, and still that stands with the newest iterations as well. So
Well, thank you, man.
you have my
That
respect.
means a lot. Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm happy. Like this carrier is the one I had at HTA 2 years ago. It was good, right? But it was like still like a standard like type of plate carrier with a standard type of plate bag. This one is essentially like what I wanted to make from the beginning, but it just didn't make sense in my head until I had like a finished one, and then I was like, okay, I could change this, I could change that. So, for some reason that's how my brain works. I have to have like it physically in front of me before I can start brainstorming how to like make it better. But
No.
no, it's been a long time coming, and I'm happy to like finally be done prototyping this thing. And what, like I said, once I have like these like laser cut pieces coming in on a regular basis, all I have to do with the carriers is just focus on assembly. I can focus on other things I wanted to make. There's a med bag or like a
Ooh.
belt mounted med pouch that I have plans for, and then belt. I don't know if I'm gonna do because belts. I mean, dude, so many companies are making like such crazy belts,
It's true.
and they're all, like it seems like everyone's are like basically doing like a nice Tegris reinforced belt. So
Hmm.
in terms of innovation on belts, I honestly have no idea what I would do. But
I
if
mean,
the
even if
demand,
you can
if
create a belt that's close to like the axle or the bison belt, and you can change a few things here or there, sell it for a little bit cheaper, that's still an advancement I'd count.
yeah, I mean, like if people do, like if I get a ton of messages from people saying they want to run like one of my belts, I'll probably release something.
Hell
But
yeah.
I do also want to make like I don't want it to be just like any other belt, and the only difference is like the Molly looks different
Sure,
than another
sure.
company's. So, but yeah, that's the plan so far, I guess.
Well, fair enough, man. I will let you get some rest. And then right after this, I'll probably just flow right into where we started last night and just hope people can hang on for the ride from there. But thanks again for coming back and shilling the good stuff. And then I guess until next time, take care, man.
Yeah, you as well, brother. Thanks for
Cool,
having me
brother.
again.
No, absolutely. Anytime. All right. New nickname. Let me know if it flies. The O Block Polak. I've been sitting on that one all week. I've been waiting to say
Oh shit, that's funny. That's funny.
it. So
I mean,
new.
even though I'm from the fucking
Hey,
suburbs,
hey, no,
I'll wear it
no,
with pride. I'll wear it
yeah,
with pride.
nobody has to know that. We can just roll with that. But welcome back, Max of Dead Concepts, to the show with a new carrier, a new website, a new very cool job to talk about. But with that, I think we jump into it, talk about the new site, talk about the new carrier, maybe get into some fun shit, and then maybe a surprise guest joining as well. And then still ripping the is it a brother sewing machine as well?
No, it's a singer. Yeah.
Singer, got
Yeah,
you.
yeah. But I'm going to be upgrading to a Juki here soon. It's
Good shit, yeah.
fine. Like it's fine for the carrier itself. But I also updated the cummerbund, and the cummerbund it's more or less the exact same as the prior version. The only thing that's changed is it now is going to have that pill-shaped molly that
Ooh, yep.
the rest of the carrier has, so it all looks uniform across the board. And I think it just looks a lot cleaner than the previous version as well.
Yeah, very excited about the cummerbund. I love the shoulder pads. I have the cummerbund currently on my JPC one, which honestly I may end up buying your carrier because this JPC one's sort of reaching the maximum amount of stuff you can add to it. It's kind of getting a bit ridiculous and heavy and a little bulky. So I'll
Gotcha.
probably be looking for something new. And while the new cummerbund looks great, I definitely want to try that out. I might as well just shift over to a completely new carrier. So I'll definitely be looking forward to that.
Oh hell yeah! I mean, I got you. So, I also do like eventually once after I sell like a few of them and just kind of get the ball rolling on the whole thing.
Hmm.
I do want to possibly get into like harder to get camos and do like
I was
limited
about to
runs from
ask.
time.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like do limited runs from time to time with that. But as of right now, I'm probably the first few or the first like when it launches, like officially launches, it's mostly just going to be multicam and Ranger Green just cuz those seem
Sure.
to be the two most popular that I see people like wanting or buying. So, going to keep it simple for the launch and then expand to just your standard colorways, multicam, Ranger Green, Coyote Brown, black, possibly multicam black, although not 100% sure on that one.
Multicam black is vibey. As far as like usefulness goes, it's questionable, but it does look sick.
Yeah, I mean, like my own personal one that I'm gonna be running is gonna be multicam black. I don't know. It's completely useless as a camo, but I think it looks cool. So
It is dope. Yeah, I might actually go Ranger Green. I have like a full multicam kit, but like most of the pouches I've been snagging are all RG, so may just go flat green.
I mean, can't go wrong with either or, in my
No,
opinion.
I just hate looking like I'm IDF cosplaying, though. That's my only problem with it, and that wasn't problematic until like very recently, but still.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe put some like cross patches on or something, just to, like so people know 100%.
Right, right, right.
You're one of the good guys.
Yeah, yeah, right. Good guys. Well, damn. I mean, the site looks great, by the way. I
Thank
know
you.
that was a recent development as well. Did you build that yourself? Did you have a buddy help you with that? I know my site looks like dog shit because I sort of rushed it and was committed to just doing it on my own. But yours looks incredible.
No, dude, I have no idea where to even start with a website. That's my buddy. His company name. I want to say it's Webviso,
Okay.
Webviso, and he hooked me up. It's a kid. It's a friend from high school, right? So I've known him for a long time. We used to make music together. Still, whenever we hang out and like just to go over like things about the site or anything like that, we'll still pull up Ableton or something and
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
just spend like an hour or two just working on like songs. They're never gonna be released, right? But
No, just for fun. Yeah.
yeah, just for the shits and giggles of it.
That's awesome. Now I may reach out to him too when I start wanting to throw things on the site a little more seriously. I've been MIA on Instagram on adding stuff to the site and even just recording. This is the first time I think I'm actually going to get like an episode out in like 3 weeks. It's probably my longest break I've taken. That's because I finally closed on a house
Oh
and
yeah,
I've
but
been
congrats on
just
that, by the way. I saw your stories. It
no.
was it seemed like a struggle, so congrats on that.
No, it was. Thank you. And I've just been racing to get some of like the bigger projects done before like we're moving in. Luckily, I have till the end of May in my current like rental. So like I closed on the 9th this month and then took Friday off work and then all that weekend I was renting sanders, trying to sand the floors. I'm trying to redo all the hardwood as fast as possible. So
Yeah.
it's about like 60% done. Um a lot of work to do there. I got to get on the roof, do some stuff on the roof, cut down some trees, redo all of like the gutter system and everything. It's a lot of work, but that being said, I was like, if I
It's gonna be
figured if
yours
I'm
though,
gonna come back,
so
yeah, exactly. Like I'm very happy with it. I stress out and I lose some sleep thinking about all the stuff that has to be done, but all that like to say very happy to have it. But and then even sort of bring it on home here. I was like, hey, if I'm gonna come back, let's bring back you. Let's talk about the new carriers, talk about what's going on in your world and whatnot. I figured that'd be a cool sort of return to this sort of scene. Um, as far as like jobs go, though, and I did want to talk about this because you probably have like every dude's just like dream job.
no, it's I got insanely
And you
lucky.
don't have to like say like where you work, but like essentially the way I understand it is like your job to lowball dudes with like exotic cars and then drive them around basically.
It's not just exotic cars. So I work for a wholesale dealer, and so like if anybody that's listening wants to sell their car, right? Like just hit me up. We might be able to work something out. But I work for a wholesale dealer, and he is partnered with and also very good friends with a luxury dealership here in Illinois. So the cars that I'm mostly reaching out to people on Facebook for, they're not the high end cars that I post in my story sometimes. It's mostly like just regular stuff, a lot of trucks, like uh F-150s, Silverados, things like that,
Mhm.
because that's just we try to do a lot of volume when it comes like to the wholesale side. But the all the cool cars that I post, since we're partnered, well, not like partner, but like a lot of the cars that we sell to the dealership that has all those high end cars, because they also have two
Yep.
other locations where they sell just regular cars. And yeah, so my first day at work, my boss asks me, "Have I ever driven a McLaren before?" And I'm like, "Obviously not, right?" That was the first car. It was a uh I don't want to fuck this up.
They
Five.
all have like printer names, so
Yeah, it was one of the ones that starts with a 5. I want to say 570.
yeah, that
Yeah, I
sounds
think it
right.
was a 570, and then second day, I drove a Ferrari, and then since then, dude, it's, like, honestly insane, like, the kinda cars that I get to drive. It's gotten to the point where, like, a McLaren isn't, don't get me wrong, it still excites me, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah.
sick car, but, like, I've driven so many of them, and it's just I don't know, it's like it's still exciting, but it's like gotten to be like normal. You know what I mean?
That's crazy to even think about. Like I still see one drive by on the road. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, like whenever I go to the dealership to transport any of those cars, it's just I mean, like the showroom itself is so insane. And so like I'm around them almost every single day. There's days I don't go to that dealership, but
Hmm.
I'm just like I'm constantly surrounded by them, and I also get to drive a lot of them. So it's gotten normal, but it's still like very exciting. Then I also get to drive like cars that, you know, they're not high end, right? They're not like
Sure.
super like rare or anything. I guess maybe now because they don't make them anymore. But even just like, like a Evo 8 or something, right?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like just cars like that. Anything that's manual is I really fuck with, obviously, right? But yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's honestly crazy. The fact that they trust me with those cars is insane. So
At what point did like was like the fear of like fucking something up? Like at what point did that go away? Because I feel like every time, like I feel like it has to be the equivalent of like getting the keys to one of those cars. It has to be the same as like someone giving you their nods and being like, here you go. And it's like, oh my God, don't fuck this up.
no, it's definitely scary. It's the scariest when it's like during like heavy traffic or something.
Yeah.
Like that's because like me myself fucking something up. I don't see that happening because I'm paying attention anytime I drive
Sure.
these cars. I'm not really on my phone. Like I'll take a
Good
picture of the
answer.
steering wheel, right, and post it to Instagram when it's like an empty highway or something. But dude, if there's traffic, I'm just constantly looking at the mirrors.
Yeah,
Like,
I couldn't imagine doing that in Michigan. One, because the roads are dog shit, but two, having I think we're the state, we're at least the top 5 states for um like the most amount of uninsured drivers just
oh
hucking
shit,
around. And
damn.
just like I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago now, my fiance and I were driving back from we like went out, got dinner, played like some like mini golf or whatever, maybe a mile from the house, and someone like rear-ended us at a stoplight
Oh
and
shit.
then just took off, like hit and run. Like obviously there's no way they had insurance, like we're 20 minutes north of Detroit. So
Yeah.
naturally, you know,
Yeah, no, so, like, anytime there's heavy traffic, even, like, just like semi-decent traffic on the highway, or anytime there's, like, semis, every time I, like, come up to a semi, I try to get around them as fast as possible.
hmm.
The semis throw rocks like crazy,
Oh
and,
yeah.
I had it happen once. Thankfully, it wasn't anything like I mean, it was expensive, but nothing, like, insanely expensive. I was driving an older M4, and
Ooh.
I'm taking it to the body shop to get, like, a bumper repaired. And right as I get on the exit ramp, semi next to me just flings a rock and cracks the windshield. So I
Ooh.
start, like, internally, I'm freaking the fuck out
Yep,
because
yep.
just not cool. But oh shit, it's here. What's up? Um,
So did he tell you about his contract he has with the IDF?
Not yet. We sort of touched on his favorite camo though, and it was Ranger Green.
Oh no, his favorite camo is actually Flecktarn.
not even close. Not even close.
Um, dude, his car's really cool. He's got a "Riding with Biden" bumper sticker on the back of it. It looks really cool.
Got to keep a low profile. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Hey, you probably get
Um,
away with a lot in Chicago with that, yeah.
No,
and
funnily enough, I had a on my old GTI, I had it like a fraternal order of police little badge or
Oh,
sticker on the back
perfect.
of my windshield, and dude, no front plate, tints, loud exhaust, whatever you wanna do with speeding, like, never. Like, every time they got behind me, I
Yep,
would freak
yep.
out for, like, a few seconds, and then I realized they just weren't gonna pull me over,
Get away
so
with murder.
yeah, I mean, it was like a cheat code, essentially.
Well, welcome to the
Max, did
show.
you know this was gonna happen?
I did not, know.
No, I teased
Oh,
surprise guests, but welcome to the show. Can we use your real name? Is that allowed? I mean, obviously I can.
we already destroyed the OPSEC.
Well, I can cut it and edit. I've just let me know. But welcome, observations for those who don't know. He saw you were coming on, and he asked to sabotage the gathering.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Why don't you give a little intro of yourself? I see you're also a madman with a sewing machine.
Yeah, I actually designed everything that Max makes. Like
Uh-huh.
just day one. Like he stole all my designs actually.
Cool. We get to hash the beef out right here, right now.
No, I started 2 years ago. Yeah. I've been in contact with Max for I've known him before I started making gear.
No shit.
Kinda, yeah. Like I didn't talk to him as often as I do now. But I started like making danglers when I got out of high school, and then I just started improving upon the design. And then I just kept making little things. Like now I'm doing like range bags, GP pouches. I was fortunate enough to get a unit contract before I had like a professional sewing machine. So I
Ooh.
took the money up front and then bought like a bunch of like professional grade equipment and fulfilled the order without like telling them I didn't have any of the equipment for it.
Holy shit.
And then I just had to figure out how to sew it together. It worked out, and now I'm doing a bunch of bigger projects and stuff. It does suck that this Dead Concepts guy stole my plate carrier design, though.
Oh, the latest one? That was your idea? The one he just talked
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
No response, yeah. Very IDF move of you.
Yeah. No, he's a Zionist. I'm pretty sure he's like Jewish or something.
All right. Relax.
I shit you not. So I guess my dad's brother at one point sort of just decided he was going to dig a 23andMe and just not tell anyone. And then he just sent my dad the results. He's like, "You're not going to believe this. Like we are like, we have some
Charlie
sort of
Kirk?
Israeli, like,
Oh.
no, not that privilege. No, we do have some Jew in us though. Apparently, I guess his.
Oh, so your last name is all.
There's gonna be a lot of blanking out in this, I can tell. But no, my dad's mom's, I think, maiden name was like something, which was like super Jewish, and no one thought anything of it. And my dad's like, "Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. We probably are a little bit Jew," and it's also not surprising that his mother definitely suppressed and hid that.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Which part? The fact she hid it, or the fact that we are?
Both. See,
Well, shit,
Max lied about like being Jewish when we first started working. Like when he would video call, he would like always have something covering his face. And now I know why.
I do have a rather large nose, yeah, unfortunately.
Dude, same.
Yeah. I'm not really
Also
prepped
Polish,
for a
right?
serious
So-
conversation at all.
No, we were just talking about the sick cars Max has been driving on his Instagram.
Oh yeah, he's really bad at having productive conversations.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true.
I've been trying to unironically, this isn't a joke. I've been like trying to like get him to do more, like he seems less interested in content than I do. I'll put it like that. Being a personality. I like doing stuff. He just likes the business aspect of it.
I'm the same way though.
When it comes to content, like putting my face out there, that's not something I really am interested in at all.
Don't worry, I can send you plenty of photos, dude. Don't worry.
And, no, it's just like if I'm posting content to my page, like aside from like stories that are like, sometimes it'll be a car or something that I'm driving, but in terms of like what gets posted to the actual page, I'd rather just have it be more focused on the gear or just like pictures that I think look cool when I'm out on the range or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I'm going to be like speaking on video, it's mainly just going to be going over the product itself. I'm not like too big on.
He's not as famous as me. Stephen Hancock was talking about me on the Art and War podcast. So
on
like,
God?
yeah, pretty big deal.
Well, now I'm starstruck. Shit, I had no idea. I was talking to an absolute superstar.
Yeah. I love going to conventions with my friends, and they're like meeting like the anime voice actors and the celebrities, and I'm like, I'll take a photo of myself and then of them, and then I'll hand them the phone, and I'm like, so is this guy supposed to be famous or something?
No, I vibe with the like not. I struggle to get into like the content like side of things as well. Like it's awkward for me personally. I do just talking about the stuff.
I won't give names in specific, but I kind of don't I kind of started in like airsoft, so like
Oh, sure.
I got to meet like Alphonse. I was going to events. I was picking up phone numbers. I won't say Alphonse. He was really cool, but there were a lot of people I met. Um, God, I really can't give names because I still do talk to some of them
You could say
occasionally.
the names, and I'll make sure, like, every real name that was said here already, it's all getting cut out.
Oh, okay. You have to make this part look like the Epstein files then.
Done. The episode ends right now.
Was a complete faggot. Oh my god, dude. And like these people like think that they're like it's just crazy how inflated of an ego you can have just being like known in the airsoft community. Like you're not going to take that to a bar and be like, "Oh yeah, bitch, I LARP on the weekends." Like, okay, bro.
Right. So I have a question
ego
then.
at all is just, I don't know, it just seems so fucking silly.
It is, but also in that same vein, and I struggle to really wrap my sort of, I can't get like a solid read or form a solid opinion on this one guy. What's your take on?
I never met him, but there's like a weird thing with like politics and people that like to role play Russians at Milsim events. Well, they'll like one of their buddies will show up. Like, I'm not saying, but he'll be like, "Oh yeah, meet the like," because I've been around him. He'll be like, "Oh yeah, meet my friend," and his friend has like a fucking like Nazi patch on. He's like, "Oh no, it's just LARP, bro." You're like, "Because Russians are." I'm like, "Yeah, because Russians are neo Nazis." Like, yeah, I understand that.
Sure.
That's still weird. I don't. So you'll get that with those kinds of people. Like, there's people that don't redact that because I'm actually trying to work with them.
Yep.
There's people with them, like they just posted a thing at Clash Bash and there was a guy with like it was like half of the SS logo and it was like the lower half and it said "Don't hide your smile" or something.
Yeah, that's kind of gross.
And like, not that I have anything against, but like you'll see that with like Milsim people or like just like weird political takes and stuff, and then they get like boxed into their own community. I mean, that's any group, right? Like, because I can put content creators out as like a political spectrum almost, because it can go all the way from like wait, who's the most like red-pilled gun tuber?
Like what kind of a red pill though? Like a MAGA
Good
fucking red
question.
pill?
Good question.
No,
like an
like
actual red pill.
Like Nazis aren't that bad kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Let's think.
I mean, fuck, dude. I don't even like. I'm so terrible at keeping up with the industry, just in terms of gear, let alone fucking content. I don't know. I can't think of anybody really.
I don't want to say Grand Thumb because I used to quite like him, but after the drama with him, he did kind of just start saying like he would just start saying offensive shit to get attention.
Yeah.
I mean, the shit gets clicks, right?
Yep.
Like, I don't care. I personally don't care about stuff like this, and I have an opinion on it. But I think they made a joke about like trans people with like no context. Like there was like not that I care, but like just him just saying offensive shit for the sake of it.
Right.
But then like the 180 would be like Yellow Peril Tactical and like the obnoxiously liberal people.
Right.
So like it's give and take, but in a lot of those spaces there is like I don't know how to describe it other than like it's like a boys club. Like networking in the industry is like really networking is really bullshit.
No, that makes sense.
Like you're only going to get put in the circle with people if you're like circle jerking them.
Yeah.
So that's why like people that are more humble are really the only people I'll be willing to like work with.
No, that's a cool take actually. And the only reason I brought up because like when I was first sort of curating my YouTube feed of like gun tubers way back when, he was obviously in there and I've been following him forever. And then the past couple times I've been sort of keeping up with like SHOT Show and people at SHOT Show, and everyone's got an opinion of SHOT Show. And like the people who like the Art and War guys who I listen to and respect their opinion greatly, and a few of the other guys all go and say, yeah, it is a lot of that circle jerking. It is kind of cringy in areas, but like a lot of like the brands and companies that they respect and like who take care of them, they'll go
That's
to
the
their
podcast I was
parties and
talked
they'll
about
hang
on.
out.
Sorry.
Yeah. um, but like, and like they'll be like, yeah, we hang out with the guys we like there. We do our own thing. It's fun, but you know, we stay away from slop, like some of like the cringy slop shit. Well, I guess in story, however many years ago it was now, he just went around shot show saying, this is gay, this is stupid, everything's so dumb. My opinion's like the end all be all. I'm the only cool person here. Everyone in this community is so stupid, sort of thing. And I was like, okay, man, like what are we doing? Like what's the point of this?
That's like the Christian bio people that go to the strip clubs
Yes.
outside Shot Show.
Yes. Yeah, that checks out.
Bro, we all know where Grand Thumb like beelined for.
And it wasn't Turkey, yeah.
Yeah, bro. It was the title of the club would have been that movie Brendan Fraser was in.
Grantham specifically, like his older videos when it was just like a fucking black backdrop and he was
Yeah.
just like reviewing gear in like a monotone voice. Like, don't get me
'Cause
wrong, like the newer videos where the production just ramped up,
Mhm.
right? Like they were sick. Like the little edits before the actual review of the gun. But I don't know, dude. Like
there's
I don't know. It's just like
something. I'm working on a filming project. I don't care to talk about that at all, really, or give details on it. But
Sure.
like my girlfriend started getting me to go to church, and one of the things I've been kind of reflecting on is like this sounds weird, but like the Task Force 69 thing, it's
Mhm.
kind of funny, but when you make yourself a character in a video production, there's like an unfiltered amount of narcissism in that.
Yeah.
And like sometimes it's just weird because they can some of those content creators will bring that energy to events.
Interesting.
There's very like even in the airsoft community, that's when I was like young and I was first exposed to like, oh, I don't have time for you. Like I only talk to people like this with this many followers. I was like, oh, that's weird.
That can't be real. Like what's there's no way like you just talk to people like that on like a day-to-day basis. That's nuts to me. That's crazy.
saying it to someone's face like that is
Yeah,
actually
that's
fucking insane.
No, they don't say it to your face, but it's like really apparent that they only surround themselves with like content creator people.
that's
Gotcha.
nuts. No, I mean, I can't say I've never run into anybody like that. I mean, I think when the first event that Max and I met, it was HTA Range Day on the Ben Franklin Range in Pennsylvania. And there's a little bit of that going on with like certain groups there, you know, some people not saying hello and everything and just not being really personable and all that. But, you know, it is also like a tense environment, I guess. So I'll give people the benefit of the doubt.
You're
But
gonna like redact every name I send, by the way.
oh, yeah, no, there's not a single name that's making it to the final cut.
Regarding HTA though,
Yeah,
I don't know if it's just because like I'm like oblivious to shit like that, right? Or it's just like the thought doesn't even cross my mind, right? But like I don't know. Like me personally, I didn't get that vibe from any of the at least from any of the people I talked with.
good.
And like I don't know, like the people that I met at HTA and still chat with, you know, from time to time, like people who own other companies and stuff, like I honestly don't really have a bad thing to say about them. And I might have just gotten lucky and met like only cool people, right? But no, like I mean, like seriously, like or it could just be because I'm oblivious, but I'd like to think I have a semi decent radar when it comes to shit like that. So
There's another kind of cringe take, I'll honestly say. The
Rip it.
part I really don't like about the gun community, and like you can't get around it. Like obviously guns are like a politicized thing, but
Sure.
oh, hang on.
All right. Well, while he's handling that, no, and like it wasn't like a super like rude encounter or anything. Like it is also going to happen. I think when you get a bunch of groups of guys together in a testosterone fueled environment that is like a range day and guns and shit, and like egos and attitudes are gonna flare up here
that
and
is
there.
true,
So
yeah.
it's to be
Yeah.
expected.
I get that. The point I was trying to make with like it being like politicized is like take someone that's like so like I'm gonna use a very over dramatic word, but let's say like a sweetheart, like someone that's adored by everyone, like very, very like middle ground political views. So I'd say like Forgotten Weapons,
Oh
EOD
yeah,
Fish, like very well, like EOD Fish is kind of supports more democratic ideas and supports
sure.
Ukraine and stuff like that. And there's people like those like cringe like Russian LARPers. They're like, oh, this guy's a freaking like socialist. It's just so weird that like they'll get alienated from like a whole community for like one take.
That is, yeah, and like that's just, and like I assume like the whole Russian like airsoft community formed their entire take because they're simply LARPing too, so naturally they have to be against
They're
Ukraine. It
Russian
has no,
sympathizers. Like that's
yeah,
kind of obnoxious. That's
it has no
honestly
real merit. Yeah,
yeah, they don't know what they're talking about and they like put combat footage on their story and it's weird.
that is
Um
fucking weird.
and like it's just that owning a company, it's like, and I get it's with anything, but like in this business, I have to be more careful with what I say than anything because as much as these people don't like to admit it, like this community has some of the most easily offended people.
Oh yeah, as much as everyone likes to decry how awful and stupid cancel culture is, the second somebody trips up and says one thing, everyone piles on.
Oh, 100%. It's just
Um,
like it's laughable, honestly.
oh, okay. The next 30 seconds is gonna be like data expunged, okay?
Oh, don't worry, I have like half episodes like that with one of the guys over here.
It was an honor when started following me because I was like, I'm really closely associated with Gorillas in the Mist. But oh my god, that guy posts like nothing but Trump on his story. Like I was flipping through it and there were like 100 posts on his, like I'm not BSing you.
I mean, dude,
Like
at this point,
he doesn't
anybody,
believe in the Epstein files at all.
yeah,
Oh,
I mean, like anybody that unironically supports Trump, like I understand supporting him when he ran first, right? I mean, like I feel like most of us were kind of like sick of like all the other shit that was going on, and it was like,
No, no,
fuck,
Nick
maybe
Fuentes is my
we
new
might as well.
favorite twink right now.
No, but it's like, dude, like anybody that unironically even like supports what the fucking government is doing in any way, shape, or form, unless it's like protecting fucking public land or something, it's just like,
yeah,
what the fuck are you doing?
right.
Dude, like watching cultures clash is really funny. So my girlfriend's black. Her family's from Trinidad, and her mom is kind of left leaning. Oh, also hella redact this. Oh my god. But is like super conservative and he just like you have to walk on eggshells around him. He'll just get so pissed or he'll be like, "Oh, that's fucking stupid." I mentioned something about Iran and he was like, "Yeah, but you know, Israelites are like the chosen people of God, right?" And
Oh,
I just
Jesus
God.
Christ.
I was just dude, I love this girl so much. I hate having to put up with it.
Yeah, yeah, no, you gotta, yeah, eat the humble pie, sort of just deal with it. I hear that. That is nuts,
The
though. It's like, what happened
and
to
I
America first? Why are you bringing up Israel then? What? Why?
I mean, just
yeah,
even just saying
I
that Israelis are the chosen people is just so fucking brain dead. It's like I don't want to get
yeah.
into it, but fuck, dude.
But yeah, no, but Dead Concepts was promised to Max 2,000 years ago.
That's why it looks so good.
Yeah. Oh my god, bro. I hate Agolite. Bro, you don't redact this. I want this to
No,
be
that
public.
this is staying in. That's right.
I hate Agolite. I really do. This part might be sensitive, but I'm pretty sure that so Cedar Sewing Co. was working on like this like fanny pack design and he always live streams all his projects. He's done it every single time. The guy from Agolite like popped into the stream and was like talking to him and he was like there for a while and then he left and then like 3 months later Agolite came out with like the 6-pack.
No way.
Yeah, no. There's like a lot of stuff like that you'll see. Yeah, no, it's just that's like a thing with gear. It's not worth it to get like a patent on stuff though, because like
It's so time intensive to do that shit. It's
it's
crazy.
easy to get around it though. So like I
Yeah.
could like because like my design is extremely derivative of the dangler. I just improved the stitching and added more features. But like if they wanted to sue me, I could just make the zipper slanted and now it's a different thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so damn, so Agilite and Rare Breed, add them to the list, boys.
Dude, I hate Agilite products. I think the plate carrier, what's it called? The K0 or something? I think it's
Yep.
god awful.
I think that's the newest one. I mean, I've like I anytime I saw people talking about that carrier, it was like people would like if anybody ever said like, "Oh, it's comfortable," they'd be like, "Yeah, because they put a fuck ton of padding on it and it just creates hotspots, right?"
How heavy is it?
I've never like I have no idea. I never like I said, dude, I'm terrible when it comes to keeping up with what the industry's doing.
Dog, I don't know anything about plate carriers right now. I got a JPC1. I haven't even looked at anything since.
No, but like you would think that like, I'd keep like some sort of an eye on something, but unless it like pops up into my Instagram feed when I'm like scrolling and like my Instagram feed at this it's just like the most brain rotted memes you can think of. And now it's a
I know
lot
you
of
sent
like
them to me, yeah.
yeah. And or it's like I've been like trying to learn about like Orthodox Christianity lately. So now
What a mix.
that's like my entire feed now. It's just fucking videos of like Orthodox priests and monks talking, and then just the most brain dead memes that I send to you.
I have like the
Or content.
worst brain dead memes mixed with like Jujutsu Kaisen edits right now. That's all that I get.
Oh yeah, no, anime edits. But then if you look at my like explore page, it's all like drawing related stuff. But those videos never come across my feed. I
Oh,
don't know. It doesn't make sense.
I'm a weirdo. I follow hashtag schizo posting, so it's like normal videos, and then there's like a skinless person for like a split second, and like there's like what's that Silent Hill music over things, or it's like a girl in like an insane asylum, like just yeah, or like a tutorial on how to make data expunged or something.
Just bad news rectangle maxing all the time, it sounds like.
Yeah, I love I love creepy stuff. I've I think because Stephen Hancock kind of introduced me to like Wendigoon, and then I was like hooked on his content. I started like watching like ARGs,
Oh
and
yeah.
that's I'll give a little bit of info about my filming project. I want everything I do to have to do with like just creepy like shit. I really wish I could make like an action film and then have the monster look like something from like the boiled one or something like that. You know what I mean?
Oh damn, yeah.
And just like different medians and stuff and like interesting expressions of artwork where like a person's interacting with like a two-dimensional creature or something. Like I just love like weird creepy shit.
Like the uncanny valley stuff.
Yeah, no, like a tactical team, and then the thing like waves its hand, and like the guy's like skin goes missing for a second. Like that, like just I. That's like the best way that I could stick to like the brand identity of like Cryptid is that like
Yeah,
there'd be like
sure.
Wendigo merch, I guess.
So like what was like what do you think sparked that? Like what was the inspiration behind the name, I guess, then? Other than just like in the creepy shit, what like other than it was just Wendigoon stuff or was it something else?
I think it was just Wendigoon stuff. So
Sure.
the account was formed when I was still in high school, like doing milsim stuff. I was exposed to guns and gear at a young age because my dad like served Gulf War and he was like an air
Oh
marshal
hell
and he
yeah.
has like a really extensive background. Uh, you can't put this in the podcast, but when he went into DHS, he got trained under,
Whoa, understood. Redacted.
and I like grew up around him. I met him. Like I was seeing him at like the roundups and the training facilities. So like it it exposed me to gear like really young.
Hell yeah. No, you
Uh
did way better introduction than I got. I got like video games and then my dad was friends with somebody who had a comms contract for some sort of paratrooper unit. We got a lot of like the extra sort of like headsets. We had like Peltors and stuff hanging around as kids with like comms built in. And so we got to like run around the yard playing airsoft with that, and that was really sort of like my intro to it.
I think the hardest part about running a business is when Max started stealing all my designs and just like running me into the ground. You know, it's
Yeah,
just
but
it
I
was a
mean,
dark
like,
time.
you'll have that on these big jobs. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my god, dude, he like, oh man, I'm on the phone with him like every day, bro, and he always like says that like that's when he stops paying attention to you, essentially.
Say that's
Um,
show business.
dude, imagine like you're arguing with your girlfriend and she makes a good point and you're like, well, that's show business.
Hey, you know, I'm gonna try that. I'll let you know how it goes if I live.
Yeah, you're gonna come back with a bruise, bro.
I forget something I was told like a month ago, and it's I gotta put him up. I gotta start defending myself.
Oh man, we were in public once and my girlfriend like snapped at me and I like flinched in front of her and she was like, "Oh my fucking god,
Oh,
bro."
do you do the thing at restaurants where like you ask her permission if you can like have fries or something, like
Oh
in front
no,
of the
no.
waitress? Oh, those memes are so good.
I was making like some stuff for my mom because I sew other things obviously, and we were at Hobby Lobby. I can't remember what I did, but I'm like a horrible boyfriend. So for some reason or another, I think I said something really that was too based in public, and then she
Yeah.
just starts going, "I'm 12, I'm 12." But we're like 18, so like low key.
How
That's
fast
My
you have to run
God,
out of there?
bro, I was like pacing away, bro. That was the worst. That was the worst she'd ever gotten me, to be honest.
That's good.
Um,
I mean,
I've
shit. They
been
have.
trying to get her into gear, so because
Ooh,
I've been dating her for 3 years. When she started getting in, because I had Cryptid Observations used to be a Milsim group, but I don't talk about that at all. Um, and like the logo was our flag, and then like I just kind of was like, oh, it's a company now. But no, she had my exact setup kind of. I bought her a JPC, but then she bought like everything else. She bought like a whole bunch of stuff from S-Tac. She was buying cry sets and
damn.
bought her own gun and was playing. Yeah, she's cool. She gets into my hobbies and I try to get into her hobbies. She has
Ooh,
awful taste in music and I had to learn all the lyrics and I took her to a concert. So
what show? What show?
this has to be redacted.
Okay, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
It's 21 Pilots.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not my thing, but I
No,
do
it could
I
be
do
so
like that
much
new
worse.
album. That new album actually has like some decent music. It's very unique. They do mesh a lot of styles.
Hmm.
Uh but this is Max's podcast. This is his master class on how to take advantage of Zionism to succeed financially. Um so Max, were you talking about your plate carrier or were you BSing about cars?
No, we went over the main like updates and like what I think are the best features of it. So uh
Oh, like when I like updated the flat.
I mean there's no flaps in it anymore, but whatever helps you sleep at night, buddy. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
What?
Hello?
You're here.
I
You're
don't.
good.
Yeah, I think it pulled me out because I got a phone call.
Oh,
Yeah, I
interesting.
didn't come here to hijack your thing, Max. I just wanted to talk shit.
Yeah, you're fine. I don't care.
Um, so the way that like the plate bags and stuff velcro in is kind of interesting. I've never handled any other multi-fit plate carrier, but is that how the Shaw one is or no?
Um I think theirs the inner plate bag is like sewn into the carrier or sewn into the outer piece. I could be wrong though, because like I said, I'm terrible when it comes to keeping up with what other companies are making. There are, like, just objectively looking at it, there are a lot of similarities between theirs and mine, but just the way I had the previous version where it was, like, just fuck, what was it? It was, like, the 7, like, 1-inch wide straps that went around the backing piece. Like, they went around the outside and then into it. Dude, the setup on that thing was just terrible. Like, it took so long to set up properly to make it, like, sit centered, and then just for myself, I was annoyed, and I'm the one that made it, so if I, like, sold a bunch of those to people and then, like, I was already foreseeing, like, just nothing but emails about, like, "Dude, how is this set up? How
Yeah,
is this?" It's
so
just
that's
terrible.
how he improved upon his design. Is like he figured using mine would just like be better than anything he could come up with, you know.
Hey, in his defense, I also said I haven't seen anything like the pictures of the newest one that he sent me, and I'm excited to get my hands on it.
Yeah, no, I came up with something really cool there.
Sure. Sure you did, buddy.
Yo, are you gonna do an AOR one drop on that one too?
So that's
He's
what
never getting that in the mail.
No, with AOR1 is the dude that, like, is more of an expert when it comes to, like, trying to source these weird camos.
Really?
Uh,
Okay, hang
yeah,
on.
I mean, the only
Does this?
downside
How do I flip it?
That I couldn't tell you. I've never actually touched the camera on this.
the only downside is, like, trying to get, like, very compliant, I guess, or, like, US
All
made.
right, bro. We're gonna.
Because like, when it comes to, like, Chinese fabrics, you can get whatever you want, but I just don't really wanna sell Chinese
All right.
fabrics. So and this is something I should know, seeing as how I have a gear company, but I've done it, dude, I've just been spending so much time trying to finally get this fucking carrier done, so I don't have to, like, keep updating it, you know what I mean? I just want to finish this carrier
Ow! Ow!
and then, like,
Ow!
focus on,
Let
like,
go!
other
Let
little
go!
things that I'm
I'll
thinking
leave
of.
you alone. Stop
He's
hurting me.
being attacked by his cat. Hold on.
Yeah.
Stay back.
I feel like I'm looking in like the secret layer right now.
Yeah, you are. This is real AOR1. I actually skinned a Navy SEAL, and this is his hide panning.
I mean, how much
This,
you got to be sitting on? Just how many yards of that?
just the dude. How do I flip this around, bro?
I'm not sure if it lets you on this. I'm not. I've never. Are you on a phone? I've never used mobile on this.
Yeah, I'm sitting
Oh
at my
my,
PC, I couldn't tell you.
Same.
bro. All right, bro. I
Worried
give
about
up.
the OPSEC for his name, now he's showing his face to everyone, that's
This doesn't make it in. This is just us. Oh, he's huge. He's huge.
Oh look, I have something no one else has. Oops. Have you ever seen this before?
What am I looking at?
It's zipper coil.
It's what?
It's zipper.
Oh, AOR1 zipper coil.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's nothing. I've never seen anything like that.
They were for the Patagonia Gore-Tex jackets, and I bought up all of them that were left on the market.
Holy shit! How many?
They're in like these 32-inch things, but it's still coming in, but I probably have 100 or 200 of them.
Holy shit!
Hadley Fabrications, I think, has the other half.
You've basically cornered the market on AOR1, is what I'm gathering.
Kind of. This was printed almost 10, 12 years ago.
Holy.
Yeah,
There's
all he has to do is get it laminated so I can make myself a carrier in it.
yeah. So let's talk about Chinese fabrics. So
Let's.
I do have some stuff from Ronson Tex. Ronson Tex is the best Chinese manufacturer for stuff. Where is my... Oh god, I have a very clean setup here. Here we are. So this, can you see it?
Choco
This
chip,
is,
yeah.
yeah, this is on the Chinese fabric. It's NIR. It doesn't have like that like urethane coating on the back is good, but like as far as the durability and quality goes, I would say that this stuff is just as good as like American made fabric. Now, like the community doesn't really like outsourced stuff, but when it comes to like weird camos, I think that's like kind of stupid. Like when I do blue chocolate chip, I'm just going to get it from this guy. Like
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not going to spend 10 grand to get it printed domestically unless people are willing to pay for it. I don't know.
Right.
The Ooh, I can't share that. But there are people I know that can get it printed. It's just not worth it.
No, that's fair.
But I was talking with a few companies. They said that they could get us a couple 100 yards of blue chocolate chip laminated, and I kind of wanted to bring that with STAC. I'm friends with them. I talk to them like on a daily basis. And a few other people for like a big collab. I wanted Max to do some stuff in blue chocolate chip, but
Hell yeah.
His Jewish mind can't comprehend that people will buy the plate carrier. He thinks they won't because he thinks that they think the way he thinks, and they're like not willing to spend money.
Yo, I would the first plate carrier I would buy in blue chocolate chip, no hesitation.
I mean, shit, that's a surprise. Like to hear that. I don't know, dude. Whenever like I tell him this all the time. Whenever I think of like weird or obscure camo patterns,
Paddle cameras, yeah.
little stroke, nothing big. Yeah, I just think that like when it comes to smaller items, like sure, right? Like I could see people buying it, but like a full carrier and then like having your entire kit be dedicated to an obscure camo pattern.
Yeah,
And
I get where you're coming from.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, and I'm not saying nobody does it, right? Because like, but at the same time, it's just I don't know. Like me personally, I would rather focus on trying to pump out as much
You
like
guys want
just standard
to see something?
multicam or just
Desert
regular camos. You
woodland
know what I mean?
cuts really bad.
do you
Look
know
how
why?
big this.
Just
Dude, imagine I made you a pouch and you just got like the pee stain on the tan.
yeah, that's never been like one of my favorite camo patterns. I think for that reason, honestly, it always looked a little awkward to me.
And like that's another win from the Chinese manufacturer is that when he does woodland, he prints it smaller. He
Oh
does
hell
T
yeah,
block and he prints it smaller so that you actually see the T's.
excellent.
Because MOS Tactical, they print T block, but they print it at the original scale. So
Yeah,
like
it's just too chunky.
it's
Yeah,
literally only good for plate carriers.
yep.
I mean, even multicam, you'll run into that issue sometimes. And I try like when I'm making carriers for
No, dude.
myself. No,
Woodland
but like
Woodland is the worst
I have
offender.
had, yeah, 100%. But like I'm saying, I have had multicam where like I cut a piece out, and then it's just like
Pea soup.
like it's just like a large like portion of it, right? It looks like there's no camo on it at all, or it's just like it looks like one solid color.
Yep.
But whenever I cut like fabrics to when like someone buys something, I try to like cut it to where they're actually gonna get the camo pattern across the board. It's another reason why I like to use when it comes to like multicam specifically, multicam variants, the Velcro. I like to I don't like using Coyote for like the large patches of Velcro on like the front of the carrier, for example,
Sure.
because like I don't know when I was buying gear, right, and I bought a JPC. That was like my first or second plate carrier that I bought in multicam, and then you look at the website and the entire front piece is Coyote or Tan
Yeah.
499 or whatever they use, which really isn't an issue because you're going to put a placard over it anyway. But at
Hmm.
the same time, it's like I'm paying for multicam gear. I want as much multicam as there could be on there. You know what I
Well,
mean?
you're a good dude for that. Yeah.
And that's just like a little, I guess, like a not a maybe a pet peeve or
Well,
something. I
why
don't
did
know. It's
you
just like
lick the
it
mag?
makes
You're
sense in
dumb.
my head.
Oh, what? Oh, baby, the oil got on her.
The cat's in the gun lube.
Yeah, I jokingly put the mag on her, and I think there was a little bit of lube on it. I have to clean her now. So, like I was talking to Tyler from STAC about this, but there's people that bitch that they got like a Kiwi single and like it was just like doo-doo brown. Like it was like the whole thing was just brown.
I think I actually saw a Reddit post once about that.
Yeah, that was the guy, by the way.
Okay, when I still use Reddit, like I'll go in there from time to time. That's funnily enough, that's what started me going down the rabbit hole of even like seeing people running gear, because like nobody around me was like my friends, like they fuck with guns, right? But it's like you're the very basic level of I bought a cool gun, I go to the range twice a year, and I just kind of mag dump.
Right.
And then when I saw people on Reddit buying plate carriers, helmets, even night vision, I was like, holy shit! Like I didn't know people were doing shit like this. But yeah, I remember seeing a post where a guy he was asking them, he's like, should I complain to them about this? And like, I don't know, like, is it that big of a deal when the rest of your kit is? I mean, here I was just talking about being pissed about not having a full multicam with when it came to Velcro, but for smaller items, I don't know if it matters as much.
Yeah,
But
it'll blend.
yeah, exactly. So I don't know.
Dude, this sucks. I can't remember the name of this gear maker. Oh my god, he here, I'll show you. My girlfriend bought me this.
Oh hell yeah.
It's like a jazz cup. It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
polyester. Polyester kind of sucks, but you could sublimate anything on it. It's got this like teal, like 4-inch wide elastic on the cummerbund.
Fuck yeah.
It's pretty crazy. I'm trying to remember the name of the guy, but he sublimates like weird stuff on plate carriers. He had one that was like a Renaissance painting on the front of like a sleigh.
I keep sending the crazy ones I see that I see. I send them to Max, but there's some dude, you know, those like rave sort of like bucket hats that are like all like fuzzy with like the crazy colors. Someone's like cranking out plate carriers in that exact sort of like texture. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, I remember you sending that. Like some old white dude, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
More redacted information for you gentlemen. We don't like.
Oh, for why?
That's more so of his like one-sided beef, because like I said, I don't pay
No.
attention to
This is real. He straight up like steals stuff from people I know.
That's such a
Oh
bummer.
yeah, no, that's shitty.
Like even. Oh, this is even more redacted. Like because
I
I'm
love
still
it.
gonna
I
try
love
to
it.
work. I'm still gonna try to work with them, but so
That sounds familiar, actually.
he's a cool guy. He used to work for. He did some.
Okay.
Well, he did media with him. He kind of told me that like, hey, they lie about like outsourcing like heavy. He's like, some stuff is made in the US, but there are batches that were like outsourced and that they weren't like upfront about that. But now when you go on the website, there's like a tag that says like made in Vietnam.
Okay. That's a hot thing right now, unfortunately.
So label beyond truth. I mean, LBT got in trouble for that, didn't they?
I mean, yeah, EOTech as well, most recently. Yeah.
Wait, EOTech, really?
Yeah, their latest like laser. They said it was made in the USA when it's very clearly just like a perfect 1-for-1 clone of, it's like a white label Korean lamb.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. And they just slapped like a $3,000 price tag on it too.
That's so real. I have names for all the gear companies. This is not redacted.
Rip it.
All right, Furry Concepts, Spirit Shit Systems, Label Beyond Truth, Aztac, Fed Concepts.
Ooh, that last one sounds shitty.
Hang on, I have these written down, but yeah, no, this is Elite Ball.
Elite Ball knowledge unlocked.
Oh, here it is.
Goober's Group. I mean, that's a given.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't say that about Tracer Tactical. Fagolite, Fagolite gear, Fagolite gear. I'll say it. Raper Tactical.
Yeah.
Is that all of them I had?
I'm trying to think of some as well from our group. I'm sure they'll come to me when I'm in bed.
I had a bunch. This was in a conversation with STAC. Spirit shit systems, furry concepts, Fagolite, Raper tactical, label beyond truth, cry baby pissing, illegal industries, trasher tactical, blue farce queer, blue haired queer, train wreck arms. Oh, I wrote that? That's crazy. I didn't even know I was that smart. Train wreck arms. That's a good one.
Train wreck arms. Yes, yeah, especially now. What a dumpster fire that was.
Illegal industries is kind of not creative. And with cry precision, I was like cry baby pissing. I don't know.
Close enough. Hey, you say cry, everyone knows what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, fellas,
Buy
I don't
once,
want to.
cry twice.
Dude, story of my life.
So, what Max is doing is kind of interesting, because the structural cummerbund with like the other features and just like some of the scalability of it, like I do think it does more than other multi-fit systems for plate carriers.
Sure.
So like the way he did like his plate bag stuff where like they like Velcro in and like Velcro out, like I thought that was really interesting. But I don't know, maybe I'm like more of like a hype brand, because like from perspectives like that, like one of Max, did I pitch this to you that you should like for a drop you should just get like weird printed 4-way stretch and do like plate covers and like a weird pattern or something?
You didn't, but I mean, you probably already know my answer. It's probably
He hates everything. But you know, like typical Jews.
I just want to put this out there. I am not Jewish.
For the record.
For the record, I am learning about Orthodoxy at the moment and probably wanting to convert. So
that's
Catholic,
like the Jewish equivalent of white guilt.
Anyway, how that works, but Christ is king. I'll put it that way.
He never mind. That's lame. I don't even know.
But yeah, no. When it comes to like weird camo patterns and like specialty stuff, for like a drop here and there, sure. But like I said, the main focus is just trying to make as much in just the standard camo patterns that I think people actually buy. Because if someone has, you know, a couple like, let's just say tiger stripe like pouches or something, it's still usually going along with like a mainly ranger green kit or something. You know what I mean?
Well, hey, maybe, your site, your brand, you focus on the main ones and you partner with your boy here and any of
That
like
was the
your
plan,
wacky
actually.
zany stuff. Yeah.
That was the plan. Anytime it would be like not even like weird camel patterns, but just like something that's not as common, like
Sure.
like the AOR one or something. Or
can both of you gentlemen open Instagram?
Oh God.
Can we
Dog.
Can we Joe Rogan pull that up, please?
Jamie, pull this up. This is going right in the episode. Don't worry. Just no context. Thank you for sending.
Dude, that whole thing was so fucking crazy.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like I don't even care about the politics of it. Drewski is on like a generational run right now. He keeps doing stuff that's really funny.
Dog, that shit it was so funny.
It could be tied into the earlier conversation where like people in the industry get offended when you say something that like goes against the norm. I mean, wasn't it for like 4 years they were bitching about how, oh, we can't say this, we can't say that, and then like as soon as someone exercises their free speech or it makes a parody, it's all of a sudden it's a fucking problem.
It wasn't even that much of a parody, honestly. It was pretty one for one like reenactment at that point. It wasn't even like over like, the top.
I'm sure
it was
it falls
no,
parody, right?
No, it absolutely does. But my point is like it was so funny because it was so spot on true. Like he didn't even have to exaggerate it that much.
Oh
She did
no,
it
yeah,
all
no.
herself. It was
He
ridiculous.
like he was copying her like facial expressions to a T. It was so
Perfect.
crazy.
It was perfect.
I did have to do a double take because when I first came across my feed, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
But this is so off topic, but Drewski's career into comedy is like really fascinating because it started with like because he was managing Jack Harlow, and Jack
Yeah.
Harlow
Yep.
would just say really gay stuff. Like they were at the rapper basketball game. He's like, "Oh, you can guard my rear," and he's like, "Bro, what the hell?" And then he just kind of, I don't know, like he leveraged that into what it is now. It's just kind of interesting. But
It is.
I guess that's like anything else, right? Is like I started as like a gear company, and I'm using that to like leverage like media production, and then
Absolutely.
I use collaborations to like strong arm marketing.
No, and you know what? More power to you. I do have to ask, how do you like keep track of everything? Like, how do you organize yourself?
Did you not see my setup?
That's part of the reason why I'm asking. But like, you get a lot of shit done though. So like, I'm fascinated to learn like how you operate.
Um, my girlfriend goes, you have a test due for college tonight, and this guy's bitching about his order not being done. And I'm like, oh, okay.
She's your planner. Got it.
Yeah. No, if I
Good for
didn't
you.
have a woman in my life, I would not be successful. But like L Foyds, I hate women. I'm actually a true pure-blooded incel, though. Just
Yeah, as you should be. That's why you have
yeah,
guns. That's right.
stay true, King.
Yep. Yep.
No, but like joking aside, if I didn't have my girlfriend, I would not have like I would not be where I am, to be completely honest.
Hey, good for you.
She is what motivates me to like be an adult.
I do find that as well. Like if I didn't have, my lady, I would be
A child.
yes, I would be even more of a man child than I am now.
Like biblically or even like societally, even in like a worldly sense, I do think that that's like the like that's kind of like what women serve, because like you quickly find out how unattractive it is for the woman to have to act like your mother.
Oh yeah.
Like you fix that real quick.
Yeah, like I
'Cause
found out I was fundamentally very unserious very quickly.
Damn, maybe that's what's missing in my life then.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Max. No, Max, don't let these foids keep you down, man. You just dude, the incel culture is funny in a very sad way.
Tragically hilarious, yes.
Yeah, like I don't have like a girlfriend or anything, right? But like seeing the way some of them talk about women, it's just like, dude, what the fuck happened to you as a child? Like,
Honestly.
bro, what the fuck is going on here?
Bro, because it's always Mr. like 1 million Reddit karma that's talking about like women's like value and like, oh, she's got a body, sloppy seconds.
Yeah,
And it's like
the shit. I mean, like, I don't know, bro.
Shut up,
This shit
Ma.
yeah, this shit just doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, terminally online is all that it is.
I love that Key and Peele skit so goddamn much.
Oh, those guys were great.
Shut up, Ma. You are done talking.
Well, fellas, I see the hour 15 mark, and I already know I'm going to have quite a privilege editing this tomorrow and probably even into Monday. I do want to circle back on one thing, though. We were talking about just like the structural cummerbund in your sort of plate carrier system, Max.
Yeah.
And I know I've shouted it out since the day I got it and put it on the JPC along with the new shoulder pads that you cranked out.
Yeah. Well, you need to try harder, bro. Like sales are no.
No, that shit is for real, like the truth. Like I had the
it makes your hair grow back.
Unfortunately, it doesn't. I was
okay.
blessed with my dad's shit hair genes, so
Oh,
not sure how much longer I got.
Say it again. You'll have that on these big jobs. Can't really do much about it.
The plate carrier has like the opposite side effects of like what food items in California have.
So they make you unretarded?
Yeah.
You might get more base if you run one.
Oh, wait.
Okay. So he just contradicted your statement.
Wait, do either of you have your RAD scores on hand?
I don't know what that is.
It's like the autism like scale test.
No. I'm legitimately diagnosed with sensory integration. So like I would cover my ears during the fire alarm, and I was like at 8 years old, I could take apart the electrical and like a wall and figure out how to put it back together. I was like weird.
You actually had a superpower. That's sick.
Yeah. Max just like, I think he's just retarded.
It's honestly.
It's even worse for me. I'm just weird. I don't have an excuse.
Oh, you're like fake autism. You're like you like use it to try to get laid.
No, I don't have stolen valor. I'll just straight up say I don't have an excuse. I'm just normal weird.
Yeah, normal weird is like not sexy.
No, it's really underwhelming.
I have the kind of autism, and again, I'm not tested, so this is just me shooting in the dark. But
undiagnosed, but pretty sure.
Like I can do shit like pretty well, like the first time around, and then just get better at it. But
except talk about your plate carrier on a podcast that we need to wrap up, and that you need to actually talk about your plate carrier. I'm sorry I ruined your thing.
I'm saying, like that's exactly what I mean. I'm not good at talking about myself or the shit I make, right? I feel weird doing that, and like I don't know, bro. Like I'm good at like making shit if I like set my mind to it. But when it comes to actually like being productive with that shit, like when it comes to like I just choose to do it like the hard way. Like this laser cut stuff that I'm gonna be doing for this carrier, that should have been happening a long fucking time ago. But I'm just fucking stuck in my ways that like, it's like, no, I gotta keep doing it myself for some retarded reason.
Should I get updates on my dangler? And then I send them screenshots of my Kappa container. Like, come on, dude. Like, we're doing real work here. Can you calm down? It's only been 2 months. Relax, bro.
No, but like seriously though, like that is something that I like, jokes aside, I have been trying to fucking work on, because I need to with the fucking Tagilla helmet. Like I just need to like actually scale this shit up and I guess take it more seriously. Like right now I'm not selling these carriers because I don't want to sell the old version. I just, like I said, I want this version to be finalized. And once this version is finalized, then it's like I'll feel like somewhat happy about it, because it's like what I wanted from the get-go. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling. I don't know what else to say really, but
I think you need me. I think my like Christianity.
Whoa, wrong helmet. He's Jewish, remember? Wrong helmet.
Extra points for the ones in the blue helmets. Said some Wagner guy in Africa. Dude, honestly, I don't even know if they were like shooting good guys or not either. Anyway, oh, sorry, now I sound like
I had a bone to pick too there at one point.
They're weird too. They're weird for like the same stuff as, because they'll like alienate people and like just so you can redact this, but I do like to talk to people on both extremes in the community, because I like to get feedback from how the other side thinks. So
that's smart. That's a smart thing to do. I hate when people refuse to do that. That's like an objectively smart thing to do.
Unfortunately, my balance is like, okay, what do like the milsim think about this thing? Sometimes I've gotten word through to administrative results, because I know clone or die. So yeah, and like, but Like, what do they think about this? Okay, what does Tactical Girlfriend think about this issue? What does Yellow Peril Tactical think? Okay, what does normal person EOD Fish think about this thing?
Is it bad that I genuinely don't care what other people's opinions are? In the sense that I'll hear them out, but
So true, King. A Foyd opinion is not a real one.
no, but it's like I don't know, man. It's just like I just can't bring myself to give a shit.
That's
Like
healthy though.
I'm like too, but at the same time, it is because I'm like so focused with trying to just finish this fucking design. But even then, like when it comes, like when I'm scrolling on Instagram, like, bro, I'm not even like really looking at like the content of like Grantham or anyone like that because it just like I just like at this point I just cannot bring myself to give a shit.
Same.
I'd rather watch or look at the retarded brain dead memes or just listen to like like I said, like the priests or monks that are now all over my feed. Like on one point, it's like
Dude,
probably better that I listen
so
to that, but these
he
the
needs me,
retarded
bro.
memes actually make me laugh.
If I didn't pull up to this interview, we probably wouldn't have talked about his plate carrier. You know what? Hang on. Actually, Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells. Let's.
He's currently running through the compound. I'm now watching Hassan Piker's dog taser him.
Are you just showing us brain rot? Is that
Yeah,
what it is?
we're getting an elite view into the brain rot archives. I mean, this looks like a Black Ops 1 loading screen.
This is like severe brain rot.
Okay, we are approaching the 90-minute mark. Max, the carrier, I'm excited for it. Oh, is this it?
That's basically it. That's like version right before I added the adjustable shoulder straps. Come off
Nice.
the carrier, yeah.
He may be putting it on, but anyways, we were talking about the structural cummerbund and how it works with the system. There is
Yeah.
a lot
Oh,
to
there's
that.
also something I should mention. So the rear pocket on the back of the rear plate bag where the excess Tegra slides into to provide the structure. I've for the longest time I've just been adding that pocket to the front without really any sort of idea of what to do with it. Because initially I wanted the cummerbund to have a tab that sticks out in the front as well,
Yeah,
but I couldn't really get away, or I couldn't really figure out a way to do it to where it would still like hug the body as snugly. So at this point, and I don't know if I'm going to include them with each order because I mean I might as well, but and don't hold me to it, right? But
yeah.
it's like the excess that I cut off at the end when I size the cummerbund up on the current one that I'm running for myself. I added basically just a strap of one wrap to that excess tab, and then you just route it through like the front or like the furthermost front Molly column, I guess,
hmm
right on the cummerbund. So then you could choose whether you want to have, and the curve thermoplastic goes all the way to the front of the cummerbund as of right now. Like it goes all the way to the front with the regular Velcro closure. But you could also just attach a tab so you can actually slide it into that front pocket as well to have like a full wraparound of um just a full wraparound of structure.
Sure.
And like from the limited testing I've done with it so far, in conjunction with the Ferro soft armor, which I think is probably one of the best products
hmm
like ever. Like I love
That's what
that
I
soft,
rock with mine right now. I have
dude.
your first
That soft
gen
armor is
cummerbund. Yeah.
it's so amazing. And with that front tab and that Ferro soft armor, it's such a like rigid system. I don't know. Like I mean, obviously I'm biased because it's my product, but I love it so much. So I think that's a cool little addition that I'm gonna be tossing in there as well.
Hell yeah. Well, I think we did it first of all. Way to get it out. We got it out. Um, I see you're muted, and I don't know if you're muted or not, but you seem to be demoing something from the original or the prior gen.
So the way the plate bags close, yeah, like so
Oh,
all of that is still the same. The only differences are it's all one wrap now, and it's instead of hook on the outer piece, it's
Mm-hmm.
now the loop side of the one wrap for the straps, the adjustable straps. They're basically being sandwiched in between the two Velcros. Uh, so it just doesn't come apart. But for the most part, that is the finished product with like minor differences.
That's fucking neat. Excellent demonstration. All right, well, fellas, we've reached like the 90-minute mark. We'll probably land the plane here. Just pull the shoulder straps. Yeah, we'll land the plane here, fellas. Max, thanks for coming on, showing the product, and rolling with the punches. This was an absolute riot. Cryptid Observations, thank you for
Oh.
jumping out and bullying Max.
Max's distant relatives know a lot about landing planes.
We should we should have like a regularly scheduled just nonsense hour.
I kind of feel bad for Max, but I don't know if he would have talked about his plate carrier if I didn't show up anyway.
Hey, we got it out. I'm not sure how effective of an ad this will be, but a lot of people are going to
Probably
see
not.
it, I feel
bad.
so.
I feel like I talked about myself and ruined his thing.
Oh, that means we have to have him back. Darn.
Yeah, maybe I'll give him some PR training.
Yeah. I'll sit in on that too.
Wasn't satire, but
no, I could definitely learn a thing from you, given you're more niche, you're more interested in the actual sort of like the media aspect of it, and I'm absolute dog shit at that. So I can learn a thing or two from you for sure.
Nothing. Like I talk about how fake it is, but I low key kind of do nothing but email, call, message, and annoy famous people all day long.
And you know what?
No.
It works.
Dude, that's like, hang on. Like, I don't know where all my photos with celebrities are, but I used to do a lot of conventions.
Hell yeah.
No, I used to. Look, this is something that Max will never receive ever.
Is that his?
No, it's not. This is a messed up one.
I've been waiting for him to send me an AOR1 dangler for the longest time, dude. Because I want to rock it with my multicam black carrier.
Dude, I was on your site earlier before this. They look fucking great. They look neat.
Oh yeah, no, his danglers are rock solid. Like I'm not.
Yeah, they're a lot better than his plate carrier. I'll tell you that.
And that drop right now is live too. The AOR1 drop, right?
No, it ran out of stock. I have to re-up
Oh shit.
it.
Okay.
The next drop is going to be 330D AOR1 because that's all that's left on the market.
All right.
I don't think there's much 500D left in existence right now.
Damn.
We'll talk about that another time, but I know a guy that the place this was printed at, Bradford Mill, it caught on fire a long time ago and they liquidated everything, but he was buying rolls of like the Desert T Block prototype UCP Delta. Like he has DG3.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, no, he's got like a bit of that stuff. It's kind of crazy. I can't give too many details about it, but you may see some of my drops. There's some UCP Delta sitting in my garage right now. I haven't played with
I'll be
yet.
waiting for that, yeah.
Oh, I do have one more thing to say. I will be doing a giveaway for when I finally launch these carriers. I'll be giving away a full M81 carrier, cummerbund, shoulder pads. There's a whole suite essentially.
Hell yeah.
So
you just have to have like 100% Jewish heritage to get it.
Yeah, sure. No, I'm gonna do a limited run of t-shirts. I'm working on a t-shirt design. I sent the design to both of you. I've gotten good feedback on it, so I might come up with another one and then just run like a pre-order for a week for the t-shirts, and then I'll figure out how to do the entries and all that.
Max, why is there 4-way stretch inside here?
The backing piece, bro.
But the giveaway.
Yeah. So t-shirt pre-order for like a week. Possibly some patches if I can come up with a cool design. I don't want to just sell patches with just my logo on it. I think that's kind of
sure.
All right, the plane has just ran out of fuel. We're hitting the 200-minute mark.
But yeah, so t-shirt pre-order. Once I finalize the t-shirt designs, and then M81 carrier giveaway for that, just to try to generate some hype and hopefully and get someone a sick carrier in a sick
And his
camo.
carriers are going to be in the coolest movies ever, and I'm going to teach him how to talk about himself without sounding like a nerd.
Absolutely. Well, fellas, Dead Concepts, Cryptid Observations, support them. Super cool dudes doing really cool shit, and would absolutely love to talk to you guys again soon. So thank you, and until next time, boys.
Yep. Thanks for having me, bro.
Absolutely. No, thank you for joining. Thank you too, Cryptid.
Of course.
Take care, fellas.
All right. See ya.
Peace.